Hello everyone, welcome to the first session of Knowing Our Numbers for Grade 6. We are going to follow the NCERT textbook. You are all familiar with the numbers and have learned writing and reading numbers up to 5 digits in your earlier classes. We will revise few of them here. So, we use numbers and we know many things about them. Numbers help us to count concrete objects. They help us to say which collection of objects is bigger and arrange them in order. For example, first, second, etc. Numbers are used in many different contexts and in many ways, right? You have even added, subtracted, multiplied and divided them. You have also looked for patterns in numbers, sequences, and done many other interesting things with numbers. So in this chapter, we shall move forward on such interesting things with a bit of review and revision as well. So here you go. Now moving on to place value and face value of numerals. So you know what is numeral? Numeral is nothing but the symbol for writing a number is called a numeral. So place value of any particular digit depends upon its position in the place value chart and changes with the position of the digit. Okay, whereas face value of any particular digit in a given numeral is the value of the digit itself, irrespective of its position in the given numeral. Therefore, it is always the same. So, let me just give you an example of a 4-digit number. 3692. So when I take this number, you know the place values of these digits. This is in the ones place, this is in the tens place, this is in the hundreds place, and here you have the thousands place. So when we talk about the place value of each digits, which are the digits in these numbers? They are 3, 6, 9 and 2. So when you look into the place value of each digits, you know this 3 lies in the thousands place. This is your thousands place. 3 lies in the thousands place. So the place value of 3 is 3000. Okay, so now when I move on to the hundreds place, your number 6 lies in the hundreds place. So the place value of the digit 6 in this particular numeral is 600. Now I move on to the next digit, which is 9, and it lies in the tens place. And the place value of the digit 9 is, yes, can you all try? Yes, it is 90. Now, the last digit which is in this numeral is 2. So, what is the place value of the digit 2? It is 2 itself because it is in the ones place. So, these are all the place value of these numbers. Place value. Okay. So, now we will talk about face value. What are face value? As I said, the face value of any particular digit of a given numeral is the value of the digit itself, irrespective of its position. So, when I talk about 2, the face value of 2 will be, yeah, can you all give a try? Yes, it is 2 itself. And the face value of 9 will be 9 itself. 6 will be, yes, give a try. Yes, 6. And finally, 3 will be 3. So, did you notice over here? Is there any change? Did you notice any change in the face value of the numbers? No. Very good. So now let us move on to the next topic, which is the standard and expanded form. I know you are all familiar with these, standard and expanded form. So what do you mean by standard form? A number, when written in numerals separated by commas, it is said to be in its standard form. So, for example, if I write a given number, let me write a number, 4-digit number, 2517. Okay, so which form is this? This is what is called as the standard form of a number. This is called as the standard form of a This is the standard form of this particular number, right? As I said, I have separated them by commas. Okay, now I move on to the expanded form of this particular number. What do you mean by expanded form? You write these numbers as the sum of the place values of each digit. Okay, so what is the place value of 2? It is 2000 plus place value of 5, which is 500, place value of 1, which is 10, and finally the place value of 7, which is 7. So this method of representing the numbers is called as expanded form. This is the expanded form of numbers. Okay, now moving on to the next topic, comparing numbers. What do you mean by comparison of a number? Now, let me take the first example which is given in your NCERT textbook, page number 2. They have given you these 4 numbers. So, what do you observe in these 4 numbers? Yes, the number of digits of each numbers are different. The first one is a 2-digit, the second is a 3-digit, the third is a 4-digit, and the fifth one is a the fourth one is a 5-digit number, right? So, if two numbers contain unequal number of digits, then the number having more number of digits is greater than the number having less number of digits. So, you all can easily tell me among these numbers which is the largest. So, you can easily say this is the largest number in this group of 4 numbers which I have given you, right? Now let me move on to the next. In case you are given, if you are asked to compare the numbers with equal number of digits, how do you do that? Yes, all of you just think for a while. Okay, to compare the numbers having equal number of digits, start comparing the digits from the leftmost place. So what is the leftmost place here? All these numbers given here are 4-digit numbers. So 4-digit number, the highest place value will be thousands place, right? Then you have hundreds place, then tens and ones. Am I right? To compare the numbers having equal number of digits, you have to start comparing the digits from the leftmost place towards the right till you reach places with 2 different digits. Okay. So in this case, how can we compare these numbers? So I start from the leftmost place, which is the number present over here, 1. For the second number also, the digit is 1 in the highest place. Here you have 9. So you can easily get to know that these two numbers are not going to be the greatest. So you can eliminate those two for time being. So now you are limited with 9201, then 9021 and 9210, right? So how do you do the comparison now? Again you start from the leftmost place. So here again you see that all the digits given in the thousands place are the same. Then what you do? You shift to the next place, which is that hundreds place. So you start comparing the numbers in the hundreds place. Again you find that two numbers have got this one and this number has got 2 in the hundreds place. And this has got a 0. So this you can eliminate for time being. So again you are left with two numbers which are 9201 and 9210. Am I right? Now you have already compared the hundreds place. Now it's time to compare the next highest place value, which is tens place. So which are the digits in the tens place? 0 and 1. And you know 0 is less than 1. So you have come up with your answer, which is the largest number. 9210 is your greater number in this list. So this is your greater number. Okay. Our next topic is ascending and descending order. Most of you would be familiar with the term ascending and descending order. So when do you say that the numbers are arranged in ascending order? Yes, when the given numbers are arranged in increasing order, that is from the smallest to the greatest, we say that the numbers are arranged in the ascending order, right? How about descending order? When do you say that the following numbers are arranged in descending order? Yes, when you arrange the numbers in decreasing order, that is from the largest to the smallest, we say that the numbers are arranged in the descending order. And ascending order is from smallest to largest, whereas the descending order will be from largest to smallest. So how do you do this? What is the main criteria that allows you to see which is the smallest and which is the largest number among the given group of numbers? Yes, you will have to compare the given numbers, right? Let us just do one example and see how we do that. Okay, so we have 847, 9754, 8320 and 571. We have four different numbers which are given here. Okay, so now we are going to arrange these numbers in the ascending order. So what do you mean by ascending order? Yes, you are going to arrange them from the smallest to largest. Yes, so which is the smallest number among these four? Which is the smallest number? What is the first thing that you have to see? You have to see the number of digits in all these numbers. As we have already discussed, greater the number of digits, greater the number. So here you have 3-digit numbers. These two are 3-digit numbers. And you have two 4-digit numbers. Right? So we know that the smallest numbers will be 1 among 847 and 571. When you compare 847 and 571, you know 571 is the smallest. So you will have to write 571 first. So your first number in your ascending order will be 571, right? Comma, and the next number will be 847. Now we are going to compare these two numbers. you have two 4-digit numbers over here, 9754 and 8320. So among these two, which is the smallest number? When you look, as we discussed, when you look into the leftmost place, it is the thousands place, and you are having 9 and 8. So it's very clear, 8320 is less than 9754. So this is the order of numbers in the increasing order or ascending order. Okay, now we will do descending order. For the same numbers, we will do descending order. How will you do the descending order for these numbers? You know, it is just the opposite. You will have to write from largest to smallest, right? You have already got the numbers from smallest to largest. So how do you write from largest to smallest? Your first number will be the largest among the group, which is 9754, then 8320, then 847, then the smallest number among the group is 571. Okay, so this is how you write the given numbers in ascending and descending order. Wait.